me if I don't put my seatbelt on.
Hey, look who's here! Welcome, Emily.
That was
You made it. All right.
barely.
So the Shinkansen was snowed in?
Well, before that, no, the bus was canceled.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna get here yesterday, or this morning, early this morning, but then my bus got canceled 3 hours before I was supposed to get on it. What the fuck? Can I cuss?
It's okay, yeah.
What the fuck was I gonna do? And because all the buses were canceled, like not just mine, all of them.
What happened? Was there snow somewhere between? This is Kyoto to Osaka.
Osaka to Shizuoka, there was really heavy blizzard snow in Kyoto and Shiga. So like just in between. Osaka was like barely snowing, it was fine. But then because it got snowed in, we couldn't, all the buses were canceled that night. So then I barely got a hotel. Like all the hotels were all booked because everybody needed a place to stay.
All the people at USJ that were going home or something.
Or
right?
yeah, anybody who was in that area going that direction, all their buses got canceled. I found one bus that was like still taking, and as soon as I clicked on it, it just disappeared. Like it got canceled. Like that bus got canceled too. I saw it happen.
You didn't even get a chance to
I didn't even get a chance to even attempt to buy a ticket for another bus.
Wow.
So my only options were get home using Shinkansen that night, which I later found out was also all canceled. So
really?
It turns out my only option was to stay there. So I barely got a hotel. It was a crappy ass hotel.
Really?
I didn't feel safe in there. It was kind of gross, but I had a bed to sleep in. That's good. And then this morning I woke up and I left, and I was going from Osaka to Shin Osaka, which is literally one stop.
It's like Shinagawa to Tokyo Station.
Yeah, it's literally like a 10-minute train, or not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And then I got on, and then it started moving. In 2 seconds, it stopped. It just stopped. And apparently, in that same rail, like two, three stops after, somebody just walked on the rail.
On the Shinkansen rail?
No, it's Osaka to Shin Osaka.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
just the local train. Because I didn't stay right in next to Shin Osaka. I stayed a little bit further down because it was cheaper there. And then because of that, I was stuck on that. I couldn't even get off the platform because it already closed and started moving for 2 seconds. So I was like barely off from the platform. So
you can still see the platform, but the door is closed.
I could see where the door is on the platform, but I couldn't get off because we just moved, and I was stuck in that train for an hour because apparently that person walked in the rail and disappeared. So these people were looking for them. The announcement was like, oh, somebody like wandered in the rails, and we were like looking
on the tracks.
Yeah, on the tracks, and we're like currently looking for them and trying to get them to safety.
Right.
And
I shouldn't laugh. Anybody that oh yeah, thanks. I shouldn't laugh. Anybody that walked onto it, they've clearly got some issues.
Yeah, but then they were looking for them for an hour. So how did they disappear? I don't know. And I was stuck in there for an hour, and then I finally got to Shin Osaka, which is a big ass station, so I couldn't find my way
What kind
around.
of station is it?
It's a big ass station. It's big. It's huge.
Bigger than Tokyo?
I don't know. I don't.
You're bigger than Shin Yokohama?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Oh, I know. Tokyo Station. I mean, Osaka Station is huge. It's
Shin Osaka.
Shin Osaka. Okay, it's a labyrinth. Yeah.
So then I didn't bring a suitcase because I didn't think I was gonna be walking this much with my stuff.
Right.
So I had this big like duffel bag thing and I'm carrying around.
Where is it?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
And then I barely got to the Shinkansen area, and then all of the Shinkansen like signs are red. They're all red.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, that's not good. But I was like, I gotta buy it now because I clearly have bad juju around me.
Right.
I'm not, I'm cursed somehow. So I'm like, I gotta get tickets right now or I'm never going home. Right. So I bought the tickets.
It's either get a ticket or get an apartment.
Yeah. And then, so I got the tickets from Shin Osaka to Shin Yokohama. But then I was looking for like the trains to get on, and then I the closest or like the nearest, or everything was delayed. So the next one coming stops at Shizuoka, and I was like, I want to go to Shizuoka. Like if I'm if the train is stopping there,
right, of all the places,
and I want to get off at Shizuoka, I brought all my stuff to give to you guys, and I'm like, I don't want to take everything home.
Right.
And Tatsuya also have something for you guys. So I was like, I want to give it to you guys.
Oh,
so I was like, I was trying to figure out, but I already bought the tickets to Shin Yokohama. So I was like, can I get a refund, like a partial refund for the ones that I don't use?
So you're asking the dude on the train?
Yeah, so there's this one guy wandering around. So I'm like, excuse me. So I asked him, and he was like, oh yeah, because of the delay, like I understand your plans it's inconveniencing your plans.
Right.
Because it got snowed, and like the entire railroad is just covered in snow. So they were stopping like every 5 minutes to clear out the snow. And then it's just outside was just blizzard.
You could see that from the train?
Yeah, I just see, like, I couldn't see past, like, probably,
this
like...
is on the train, on the Shinkansen?
Yeah.
So you're, like, they stopping the Shinkansen?
Yes, they're stopping the Shinkansen, like, every 5 minutes. Because it's all jammed up, it's traffic.
And you can't even see the outside? It's just, like...
I couldn't see past, like, a mile.
Wow.
Like, not even half a mile. I couldn't see anything, and like I could barely see like the mountains like right next to it, but that was it. It was just blizzard.
Well, this is down by Nagoya?
No, this is before Nagoya. It's Kyoto and Shiga area.
Okay, so the mountains between those.
That part is all blizzard. So there was traffic jam with the Shinkansen, so they were stopping.
Right.
To make room for
Shinkansen was doing stop and go.
Yes, exactly. And then
like the
at
405,
Nagoya,
like the 405 on Friday afternoon.
At Nagoya, we finally got out of the blizzard, but then they had to shovel off the snow from under the train. So we were like there for another 20 minutes. But anyway, because of the delay and the inconvenience, they somehow just assumed that was the reason for me wanting to stop and get off midway. Right. So then they usually don't get refunds. But then they were like, oh, because of the inconvenience, we will give you a refund.
Actually, the dude on the train was able to give you the refund, or you got the refund from the ticket
I just got it right now.
So, and did you have to like go and say the dude on the train said it would be okay?
No, I just went there because the dude on the train was like, yeah, you'll be able to get a refund, just go to the office. And I was like, okay. So I went there and I showed them the ticket, and they looked at Shin Osaka. They're like, oh yeah, because it was like 2 hour delay.
You just came through the zone of hell.
Yeah.
That's probably all they're talking about right now, right? And like you just came back from war, and so you got a refund. So that means that way because you had bought a ticket all the way to Shin Yokohama. So now you got your money back, and so now to go back, what are you going to do to get back?
So they gave you 2 tickets, right? One is, I don't know why they have 2, but there's like 2 types. One is like to get on the train, and then the other is the Shinkansen fee, I guess.
Right, I've seen that too. What, isn't one a receipt?
No. That's so you get 3 out of the machine. One's a receipt. So the one that is just a Shinkansen ticket is available until the 11th. So they didn't do anything to that. They just gave me a partial refund for just the Shinkansen pass. So I can still use. So next time I'm gonna go back home, probably tonight or tomorrow, either one. Wait, I'm just gonna buy the Shinkansen pass only. I'm not gonna buy the boarding pass. So do you have show that ticket that you got? I have the. So it's like kind of like a coupon, kind of like. It's not a coupon. It's basic. They usually give you 2 tickets. One is the boarding pass, and the other is showing from where to where you're going. Because if you just have the boarding pass, you could just go anywhere. Right. So I think one is like general admission, and then the other one is like from here to here. That's how the dude on the train knows whether you got your ticket is good when they're checking. And then the one I have that's just like general like admission to go in, I can use that until the 11th. So they didn't do anything. They didn't touch that. They just gave me because you've got the other ticket still. Yeah. So I have 2. The one that and the other one's not dated. The other one is the other one was only for today. Okay. I don't know. But then, so can you, if you stay the night, can you use it tomorrow? Yes, it's good until the 11th. I'll show you. Oh, until the 11th. It's good until the 11th. So right now I only have this. This is all I have. 8,500 yen. So on top of this, they charged me 4,000 yen. This is just additional fee to get on the Shinkansen for some reason. So they gave me a refund of this additional fee. So tomorrow tonight I'm only gonna have to buy the remaining amount from here to Shin Yokohama, and then I'll be good. So it'll probably be like it'll probably be exactly this.
The same, the refund that you got.
Yeah, the refund that I'll probably just spend 4,000 yen again, but if I got out without doing that, I would have gotten out. Again. I would have gotten out with the price that I would have paid all the way to Shin Yokohama, and the system probably wouldn't even let you back in. You would have forfeited the rest of the trip. And the system probably wouldn't even let me out because they're like, this is not Shin Yokohama.
So to boil it down, basically, if you buy a ticket from Shin Osaka to Shin Yokohama and you get off in Shizuoka, you basically forfeited the rest of the trip.
Yes.
What's different in this case is that they've said, we recognize these are extenuating circumstances. We're going to refund the part so you can get off here because you've probably got to go to the onsen to relax because you've had such a stressful 5 hours in the snow. Mm-hmm. And then when you're ready, you can come back.
Yeah, I did say, because they asked, like, what are you going to do getting off here?
Did they?
They did. They were like, I think they briefly asked. I said I have plans.
So I'm gonna get drunk.
I kind of lied, and I said I have plans in Shin Yokohama, but I can't make it there in time. I said I can't make it there in time because of the delay, and they're like, are you gonna stay in Shizuoka for one night, or like are you gonna go? Like, are you just not gonna go? And I said I'm gonna stay, or I'm gonna get to Shin Yokohama eventually, and then they let me keep this because I'm gonna get there eventually. If I were just gonna not go to Shin Yokohama at all, they would have probably refunded me half of this as well.
That's interesting that they have the discretion to do that, because I would have thought it would just be some hard and fast rule. No way in hell, you don't get it back, but it looks like they executed some discretion, and they actually wanted to have a good reason to do that. It's like this teacher, you say, can I get a hall pass? Well, why? Where do you want to go?
I think it was just so that I don't have they don't refund me this, just for me to buy it again. I think if they were to refund me that other pass as well, the one that I still have, then I would have had to just buy it again.
So who cares? Why would they care?
It's just an extra hassle because then the money would have to come back to my account and then leave again. It's gonna take a couple days for the money to get back to me.
Oh, you didn't get they didn't give you a cash refund.
No, it was a credit card refund.
Oh, okay, I see.
So
I see. It doesn't. Then that kind of changes things.
I don't think I looked it up in the Shinkansen. They usually don't give refunds unless it's like really, really far away. If it's like just one station apart, then they don't accept that. If it's over a kilo.
So what did they accept it. What kind of was the train crowded, the Shinkansen? And did you have a seat?
I had a seat. I think there were one group of people that got on thinking it was another train because it was an hour late, so they thought it was the right time, but everything was an hour behind.
Oh my gosh, they got on the wrong train.
And they were foreigners.
Where were they trying to go?
They were going to Tokyo, and that train went to Tokyo. So they were like, "You're going the right direction."
Did you talk to them?
Yeah, because they thought I was in their seats. So they talked to me. They were like, "You're in our seats," and I was like, "No, this is the non-reserved car." And then they're like, "Well, look here. It says our seat is this car in this seat," and I was like, "You're on the wrong train, buddy."
Did you? So I want to know, how did this go down? Did they like walk up to you? Did they look at you? Did they speak to you in English initially?
No, they spoke to me in English, and then I was like, "Oh no, like this is a non-reserved. You don't make reservations for this car." And they showed me. I was like, they were like, "No, I don't think we're wrong." And then I was like, "Show me the ticket." So I looked at it and I was like, It says Nozomi here. This is Kodama. Right. This is the wrong train. And
so that's where it revealed they were completely on the wrong train.
Yeah, they wanted
the fast train.
The train got there on time of their reservation. Right. It just was the wrong train that got. It was everything was an hour.
So probably on the one on this train that they wanted, that would have been the right seat.
If they would have
been a reserved car.
No, if they would have gone on the right train, it would have been an hour later. So they would have to wait an hour.
It would have been an hour later. Because everything was pushed back an hour.
Everything was an hour.
But they didn't know that because there was probably all kinds of general announcements and stuff like that. And there's So from their perspective, they did everything just right.
Because they got on the train that was at the right time. They can't read Nozomi or
right, and they don't understand, and they don't understand the announcements, right? So they're like me, right? Okay, I'm here. The train that leaves at 3:53. That's my train.
Yes.
I don't care what anything else that says. Anybody says, here it comes. That's my train. And
then they were talking to me, and I was like, yeah, like this is the wrong train, but you're probably gonna get there earlier than you would have
if you fast train.
No, it's not the fast train. It's just they would have had to wait another hour at the station.
Right, because they have the slow train. That means they have to stop at all the stops.
No, this was the fast. They didn't stop at every stops. This was the fast train. It's just everything was just they were moving slower.
Sorry, and also they didn't have to wait an hour.
Yes. So then they were like, oh, so like, do we not have seats on this train? I was like, no, this is the non-reserved car. You can sit anywhere you want.
Were there seats?
So they sat behind me.
Oh, were they? What nationality were they?
They were speaking French, I think. Somewhere.
Okay.
French sounding. I don't know. They were fancy, but they spoke English.
Fancy?
Yeah, they sounded fancy.
How was their English?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They spoke English pretty well.
Huh.
The girl sitting next to me also spoke some English, so we were just trying to explain to them together.
Was she Japanese?
Yeah.
So at least you had some backup to say you're on the wrong train, right?
Yeah. But they were not upset or anything. They were just confused.
Well, I'm really glad that you made it. What should we? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Okay. Thanks everybody for joining, getting to hear Emily's story.
I didn't take a shower last night because the bathroom was disgusting. So
yeah, that's a good.
My appearance is not.
You look great. You had a big day yesterday. All right.
Yeah.
Well, okay.